Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Today we're watching episode 2 of House of the Dragon. I'm so excited for this one. I love the first episode. Obviously, I don't know too much about House of Targaryen. I've only ever seen the main series. I didn't really do any research after that, finding more about the lore of the whole backstory of the Targaryens, etc. So please forgive me if I do get things wrong. I am going in with just the knowledge from the main story. I haven't actually read all the books. I've only read about 3, I think. And that was a long time ago, so I don't have the greatest memory of that. So yeah, please forgive me if I do make mistakes, and let's start watching, guys. Oh, this theme song, it's back, baby! Oh man, it looks so good. I've missed this. I haven't actually gone back and rewatched Game of Thrones since the final series. I do want to go back and rewatch it at some point. It's just such a commitment, and then knowing you get to the final season and what happens, it's just like, oh, is watching all of that worth it again? But theme song, chef's kiss. I bet there's so many like hidden hints in this intro scene. Ew. That's nasty. That's a nasty opening shot. Oh god. That, ew. Oh god, it's so early here. This is not what I want to start my morning with.
Sir Ryan's a strong Lord Commander of the...
Would like to make haste in finding Sir Ryan's replacement on the King's Guard.
Your Grace.
4 ships have now been lost. The last one was flying my banner. Here and dither about court business.
If you've something to discuss, offering to the men's family.
I don't want compensation. And burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with
These pirates are...
He is pretty complacent of a king, isn't he?
Were that to happen, the losses would be incalculable.
So instead we just do nothing? And just pay out compensation?
I've sent envoys to Pentos and Volantis to see if we might find common cause. Ships and men are at the ready.
What is she thinking? I feel like he's plotting something.
You have dragon riders, father.
Yeah, we have dragons. How can we forget we have dragons? Let's just burn everything to the ground. You have dragons, you might as well use them.
Isn't that simple?
There's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Oh, you shut your face.
A fine idea, Your Grace.
She's
This
supposed
knight
to
will
be
protect you as well.
the next in line. She needs to be in on these meetings. You can't just send her away because she has an opinion that you don't agree with. He is a weak king. So apparently as well, like the cut on his back is from the throne and him being a weak king. And you get cut from the throne if you're weak. I see that now. I see it. He can't even stand up against his own hand.
A fine...
She looks so bored with this all.
Sir.
She does not want to be there right now.
Winner of the melee at Cider Hall. He was the last mounted of 3 in 29.
Literally me all the time.
Son of the steward of the Lord of Blackhaven.
You saw combat in the Stormlands.
Dornish marches, Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
I choose Sir Criston Cole.
Don't blame her. I can understand why.
There's no doubt Sir Criston are important allies of the crown. Seaguard, for instance, is the
She made her choice. She made it.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Agreed. That's just logical. I mean, I guess you got to play into the houses and the whole politics of it. But for an actual guard, you also want someone who can fight. I don't like this guy. He's snaky. I can feel him slithering around.
Lived here, at the volcanic face, closest to the source of their magic and power, where the blood mages
Oh,
worked their
look.
craft.
She's bonding with him again.
I only pore over the histories and provide the plans. The stonemasons built the structure.
So is she trying to become his next wife or something?
Speak of the freehold at its height
Because-
or at its fall.
Nasty.
7 hills.
That's a very lingering touch. She's just using you.
What do you mean?
Well, these days she doesn't say more.
Yeah, and
than a
she's
few
Rhaenyra's
words to
best
me.
friend.
I think she might find it difficult to discuss personal matters.
It will take time.
She might find it difficult that I'm going to be sleeping with her best friend.
I wish she would approach me.
You do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
She's so obvious. So obvious in her flattery.
Talks to Rhaenyra, do you?
No, Your Grace.
I mean, if Vasa's daughter, I would not understand them either.
What if your father were to remarry?
She's just putting the feelers out there. What if he were to marry to me?
Chose you for his heir.
He didn't choose me, he spurned Daemon.
And if he remarries as well, he'll have more kids and then she might not be the heir anymore. He might change his mind. Which I'm guessing is her plan, that obviously her dad pushed her to because he's the hand of the king, is that he wants her to marry him and then they have babies and then he'll have grandchildren who will have a claim to the throne. This is what I'm assuming is going to happen.
I find this is a way to be with my mother. Because I thought you might try. If not for me, then perhaps for them.
Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either. When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort. Thank you.
That's her subtle way of pushing her to go seek him out.
Your Grace.
And then Viserys will be like, thank you so much for talking to her. Let's get married.
I wish to apologize for the tenor at the small council today, Your Grace. I fear that the eyes of our enemies are presently fixed on the Red Keep. The king's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign, Orconis.
It is an honest one, cousin.
He's basically saying, you look weak ass. Get your shit together.
Do you have a specific course of action to propose, my lord?
Of course he does.
Wed our daughter Lena. Unite the two great surviving Valerian houses.
Everyone's just trying to sell off their daughters to him. Jesus. These poor daughters don't get a choice. Just have to marry this crusty old man. Rhaenyra is not going to be happy about this.
We haven't spoken much.
A regret of mine. We should be free to speak our minds to one another. I loved your mother very much.
Tristan was the only man among them with true battle experience.
You will make a fine knight of the King's Guard.
This feels so awkward.
Today, small council.
Paid no mind.
I might have had some insight.
You're young.
But
you will learn.
At least let her like talk about it. You say you want to talk to her more. This is the chance. What the fuck is that? Ew, those maggots! Ooh. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. That does not look good. Is that a cut from the Iron Throne?
Our best chance.
Yeah, that's what happened in last episode. He got cut his little pinky on the Iron Throne, didn't he? And now it's going all fucked up.
Most charitable of you, Your Grace. I'm sure Lord Corlys appreciated the spirit of it.
He proposed a marriage.
He does not like that.
Your Grace, with a small council.
That is what I'm doing.
Plus, you should marry my daughter instead. I would not
Lady
trust this man's
Lena
advice.
Would certainly signal unity throughout the realm and beyond.
He's going to fight this, isn't
The
he?
Grand Maester's reasoning is sound.
I do fear what
Or
Rhaenyra
not.
might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her father must propagate the royal line.
Rhaenyra's going to be like, you're marrying someone younger than me? That's fucked up.
The pain of her passing still haunts me. Replace her for duty's sake, but I do not envy you.
He's playing a different card then. He's going to try and make Viserys fall in love with his daughter. So he doesn't do it out of duty, but out of actually having feelings. Because he knows if they marry, that's not going to strengthen his claim, like, of being a great king. That's a child! That is a literal child!
You Valerions' lost rider,
With Balerion died the last memory of Valyria of old.
but too large for the dragon pit.
Some would say too large for our world. The Dragon Keepers believe she made home somewhere on the coast of the Narrow Sea.
They say it's a sad thing.
I imagine even dragons get lonely.
It would be a great honor to join our houses, as
This
they
poor
were
girl.
in Valeria.
Oh, my
I'll
heart, this
give you
poor
many
girl.
children.
Is that what your father told you to say?
Definitely sounds like his words.
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
But the whole situation's just so fucked up. And she knows something's happening. She's being kept in the dark about it.
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not.
Lena is your daughter, princess. Does it bother you?
That I understand the order of things.
If you mean to elicit some anger from me, you should know that you are failing, princess.
His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
And the order
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
is dumb as fuck.
But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
Oof, that's a low blow, but she's not wrong. She's speaking facts.
And see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Yep. And it's sad today that that's also true in some politics in current times. Not even in a freaking fantasy world.
Seems the realm wants for a new queen.
A good and kind queen will give comfort to your subjects.
Don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this relationship. He's gonna go for her, isn't he? I feel it in my bones.
Valerion has
He goes to
Lady
her
Rhaenyra.
when he wants to talk about something.
And that she will enjoy your company, as I have, Your Grace.
God damn, she's so obvious. What is it? I want to see. She fixed the dragon
I asked the
thing.
stonemasons to mend it.
Of course she did. And he's loving it. He loves this gift.
very kind.
He's thinking she would make a kind queen. And she's of age.
The hand, Your Grace.
Dad coming to check in. Everything's going all right. She's making moves.
I think it best you hear it directly.
But they're going to share a look like going well.
Dragon's
egg was stolen?
Daemon,
Prince Daemon, of course.
Rightful heir to the Iron Throne. She is to assume the title Lady Missaria of Dragonstone. Egg placed in the babe's cradle in the custom of... It is in 2 days' time.
God's been good.
Who is Lady Missaria?
We believe...
Daemon's Hall.
Well,
Send him to the wall. Perhaps I could put his head on a spike.
Daemon has seized stolen a dangerous weapon.
Daemon does what he wants.
Scorio Dromon Daemon Leitas.
Which egg was it? That's nasty. He's nasty, isn't he?
Drag Daemon back.
Daemon's like, which egg could possibly hurt them the most? I'm gonna take that one. Daemon does sure love to provoke.
You're the most comely guard at court. Why do you destroy yourself?
Probably because you're making a flirt with an old man. That's why.
Good day, Sir Kristen.
My lady, I've assembled 20 of your best household guards, my lord hand.
Why does this feel like a trap? I feel like they're walking right into Daemon's plans right now. That's such a cool shot, though.
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. And leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
Sir Kristen Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Very good.
This is a...
It is very good.
Of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those treated of royalty, not for bastards fathered on a common whore.
Lady Missaria is to be my wife.
This is
Damn, he's really insulting her.
Every breath you...
They are loyal to me. You've come for the egg. Here it is.
Oh, this feels like a trap. Like, if he takes it, he's gonna get killed.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
That dragon. Uh-oh. Are they all gonna die? The dragon's gonna go, he's gonna go Dracarys, then fire.
Sheathe the fucking steel.
They know they can't win this. Not when they have a dragon on the other side. Rhaenyra. You know, I had a thought she might appear. At least I'm hoping it's her. I fucking knew it! She is not one to just wait around. I really like Rhaenyra, but I have a bad feeling she's gonna have a bad ending.
Sir Kristen, please escort the princess to safety.
Take care not to startle Syrax, my lords. She's rather protective of me. Kesu ugleisa, luon zombaz mi anuchon isa.
Tubi maneri, Nike de Niklas.
Apraziri ziriema.
Treptan li dawor.
On laudigon ao belvitas.
But you could pick any other dragon egg. He was making a statement by taking that particular one.
Razilari Tubi.
Wait, she's not even pregnant yet? She seems pissed now. She's like, I'm fed up with these games.
Here, Uncle. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me and be done with all this bother.
I don't think he wants to kill her, though. I don't get that feeling, but maybe I'm completely wrong. He's gonna get the dragon egg back, isn't he? No, you're not. Yeah, that's what I thought. Walk away, give the dragon egg back. I'm loving the costumes on these show as well. Can we just take a moment for the costumes on this show? The attention to detail is incredible. I love how she showed the hand up as well. He deserved that. He sort of needs putting in his place. That was a badass move. Very nice, very nice. She's pissed.
You announced that we were to be wed? His men might not put the prince's head on a spike, but what? I have been sold this property more times than I care to count.
He's not being particularly reassuring, is he? Yeah, no one's gonna harm you. Dragonstone's secure.
You can afford to play your stupid games with the king, but I didn't come into your service wanting gold. The power. I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated? From what?
Fear.
Of course he's looking at the dragon that she fixed for him.
No, please, Lord Lionel. I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion.
That's all I would ever give, Your Grace.
I have felt Corlys Valerions' envious gaze staring at me from across the Blackwater.
She comes from unimpeachable Valerian stock, and she has Targaryen blood.
She is 12.
She will mature.
That's so... it's so fucked up. I can't deal.
Even those you don't want, marriage is not an obligation you can put off for long. I fear nothing short of a direct line to the Iron Throne will satisfy him, and the Sea Snake holds claim to nearly half the realm's ships.
Yep, and he's going to need the funding as well for a big army.
But Driftmark makes for a better ally than it does an enemy.
Logically,
if you truly want my unencumbered opinion,
it makes sense.
You should wed Lena Velaryon, Your Grace.
But he wants someone
Say
else.
Lord Corlys.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
I'm so glad she went. She did whatever she wanted. Because everyone else does, but she has to play by the rules just because she's a woman? Nah. She's heir to the throne.
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word.
But she got a great result.
You are my only heir.
May I sit? And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
Which wouldn't have happened if she hadn't turned up.
Alone.
Yes. Well, I sometimes forget how alike you both were. The Red Keep has lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover. I wish I had known better.
what to say to you in the aftermath. I struggle to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown. She understands what is now expected of me.
The king must take a new wife.
Oh, she looks so upset about it. But yeah, he is the king. And I'm glad he's talking to her about it as well.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us. I do not wish to make us estranged.
Mother would have understood this, just as I do.
I'm glad she's understanding, but I don't think she'll be understanding if it's Alycent. Oh, he looks scared. Do you think he's going to reject the marriage proposal right now to his face? Or is he going to accept it and wed her anyways? And then maybe do what Daemon's going to do and take a second wife?
Good morrow, my lords.
Because as screwed up as it is, it does make sense for him to marry the 12-year-old. Oh god, even just saying that felt wrong. It felt wrong.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Oh, he thinks it's him. Oh, no.
I intend to marry
She's like, wait, what?
the Lady Alycent Hightower.
Oh no, it's her. Oh,
Four Springs End.
I don't think this is going to go down well.
This is an absurdity. The greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
You're the king who's making a dumb choice. I'm not gonna lie. If he really wanted to strengthen himself, he would have picked the Valerian family. Oh, she's trying to keep it together. Yeah, honestly, walk away. He deserves that. Because he knew how close they were as well and didn't mention it once. And she didn't mention it to her either. Like, Alycent didn't say anything to Rhaenyra.
House Valarion's origins reach back to old Valyria. But unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. Scratch out an existence from the sea with grit. So I went out and seized it.
Is he going to become an enemy now, do you think?
Lord of the realm, with the strength of mine own back. I've always thought of you and I as having
Is it Daemon? Is he talking to Daemon?
The same cloth.
I fucking knew he's talking to Daemon! He's gonna turn on Viserys!
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, Lord Corlys? Or was there some other reason?
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones?
So vile.
Some nearest prince.
But he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trait.
What?
Being king.
I mean, he is being cut by the Iron Throne multiple times now.
Who wish to see Westeros weakened. And the king, if those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts.
You will not.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. We are the realm's second sons, Daemon. Our worth is not given, it must be made.
Well, I think this is the beginning of Viserys' downfall. I think that was probably his first big mistake. Like, I don't think it was a huge mistake making Rhaenyra as the next heir, because he's always gonna get a new wife and then make more heirs, and obviously, like she said, it's likely there's gonna be a boy and they will see him as the actual heir of the throne. But choosing Alycent, that's the beginning of his downfall, because he's making his own allies turn against him, because obviously they got to protect themselves as well. And yeah, even though, like I said earlier, it feels so wrong to say, but like logically he should have married the young 12-year-old. Oh god, it feels so wrong to say. I hate saying it. But yeah, it just logically it made sense, because they come from a really strong family, super fucking rich, which he's gonna need for any upcoming wars. He's gonna need that money. I don't really know what else he gets from marrying Alycent, apart from just marrying someone who he would prefer to be with and who he's like bonded with, even though you can tell she doesn't particularly want to be there because she's ripping her skin off her hands out of like anxiety. And she always asks her dad, like, do you want me to go? Like, she never wants to go herself. It's always her dad, who was the Hand of the King, asking her to go. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of his downfall, to be honest, because Daemon now has an opportunity to make himself seem the stronger king. and potentially overthrow his own brother. So yeah, very exciting. I really enjoyed that episode. There's a lot of cinematography in that, which was beautiful, and the costumes as well. The costumes in this show are amazing. But yeah, overall, really good episode. I love Rhaenyra so much. I think she's so badass. I just have a bad feeling that it's going to be a bad ending. And obviously, as we know, the Targaryen have many years of incest. So, and you know, in the first episode, when he put the necklace on her, it was like a little bit of weird vibes. A bit too friendly for an uncle situation. So who knows what's going to happen there, because he seems to listen to her as well, and obviously he doesn't want her to die because he could have killed her there and then with the whole dragon egg situation. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Again, please don't put spoilers in the comment section because I don't know what happens in regards to this storyline. I know it's mentioned by Joffrey once briefly in Game of Thrones, but I cannot remember. So please no spoilers, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.